In this video, I want to introduce you to how to actually set up your website. This is an example of a local business website. It's a construction company. I don't know anything about them. I just found them online and I felt that they were a good example. So for setting up your website, you can do it either through WordPress or a service like Wix or Squarespace. WordPress is the most common one. The second most common one is Squarespace. I would just recommend going with WordPress. You don't need a lot of pages, and these kinds of websites for local businesses, they are very simple. As you can see on the navigation on top, there's only a few things that have to happen, right? You need a homepage, you need the About Us page, you need a few service pages. They're usually the same design, just different things written. Projects, this is a portfolio. FAQ, it's optional. You can have that, and the contact information, and maybe a page to have a free estimate. You may or may not have a blog. In the beginning, you don't need a blog. First, get this set up well and only then worry about the blog. There's room for blogging, but not on day one, so don't worry about it yet. And you just want to make sure that people can easily book your services. Have the email available, phone number available, and a button like this, the call to action. So it's pretty simple. These guys in particular, they have their portfolio, and these links link out to the different services they have, like roofing, roof repair, roof replacement, all those things. Then they write a little bit about themselves for SEO, meaning Google search purposes, so that they can put some keywords. And essentially that's it. They have their address and that's it. You don't need a complex website. So how much will this cost you? The domain name can be free or minimal. The hosting, which is what you use to actually run your site in the background, probably will be under $10 a month on average, just depending on which plan you get. Some plans are a little faster, some a little slower, some have a little more bells and whistles, but you should not pay more than $10 a month for a simple local website. And you can get a freelancer on Fiverr to set this up from A to Z. It should be under $200, under $300. You can also do that yourself by using a WordPress template. If you are moderately technical, you could do that. If you're not too technical, then you would just hire a freelancer and save yourself the trouble. You can find plenty of great freelancers on sites like Fiverr.com and Upwork.com. Just to show you how easy it is to find people like that, I'm on Fiverr.com, and I want to search for like WordPress web design, and a lot of people will come up. And of course, they start with a relatively inexpensive fee. I'm sure they have some add-ons for different things, but because you have only a few kinds of pages, the fee for this should be relatively low for you. And you should have this within a week from getting your domain name to having your website. The only thing you have to do is provide the photos, the writing. The photos may be of you. Obviously, the freelancer cannot provide photos of you, so you have to send them what you want the website to say, but the design and layout, they'll be able to do for you pretty quickly. In that way, you'll have your website ready to go in a matter of just a couple of days for minimal cost, and it will look professionally done because the template that will be used will be a professional looking template. There are plenty of free templates for design. There are plenty of very discounted templates, so the template won't break the bank, but you'll have a nice looking website within a few days, very inexpensively, or almost free, depending on how much of this you decide to do on your own.